I remember the first time I picked up Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It completely changed my perspective on money. You know, it's one of those books that just hits you differently. Robert Kiyosaki, the author, presents this fascinating concept of having two father figures with completely opposite views on money. And let me tell you, it's absolutely mind-blowing how these different perspectives can shape your entire financial future. I mean, who would have thought that a single book could have such a profound impact? But trust me, it does. So, let's dive into this idea of the two dads. On one hand, we have the poor dad, Kiyosaki's biological father. He's highly educated, has a stable job, but always struggles with money. Now, here's the interesting bit. The poor dad always says, "I can't afford it," while the rich dad asks, "How can I afford it?" It's a subtle difference, but it completely changes your approach to money. The poor dad works for money, while the rich dad makes money work for him. It's like, the difference between being trapped in a hamster wheel and actually building a machine that runs by itself. And you know, when I first understood this concept, it was like a light bulb moment for me. All right, so the next big thing Kiyosaki talks about is the difference between assets and liabilities. And trust me, it's not what you learned in your accounting class. According to Kiyosaki, an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. The thing is, rich people focus on acquiring assets, while a liability takes money out. It's that simple. Your house? If you're paying a mortgage, it's actually a liability, not an asset. Mind-blowing, right? Poor and middle-class folks tend to accumulate liabilities thinking they're assets. It's like, thinking you're building wealth by buying a fancy car, when in reality, you're just digging yourself deeper into a financial hole. I've found that once you start seeing things through this lens, it completely changes how you make financial decisions. Now let's talk about something Kiyosaki is really passionate about. Financial intelligence. It's not just about how much money you make, but how much you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. And the key to developing this intelligence? Continuous learning and taking calculated risks. Kiyosaki emphasizes the importance of financial education, something that's sadly missing from most school curriculums. He encourages us to work to learn, not just to earn. And here's a quick story. When I first started my YouTube channel, I wasn't making much money, but the skills I learned, absolutely priceless for my future entrepreneurial ventures. It's kind of like planting seeds. You might not see the fruits immediately, but with time and nurturing, they grow into something amazing. Looking back, I can't help but feel grateful for the insights I've gained from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's not just about making money, it's about changing your entire perspective on wealth and financial freedom. I really hope these key takeaways have been helpful to you. Remember, building wealth is not about how much you make, but about your mindset and financial intelligence. I encourage you to pick up the book and dive deeper into these concepts. And more importantly, start applying them in your life. Trust me, it's a game changer. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building those assets. Stay tuned for more informative book summaries.